Houston Astros, we did not make it to the playoffs. We fell short. Injuries, bad offense.
It sucks so bad because you barely missed it, bro. And I could sit here and probably name off like 20 games that we should have won.
The messed up thing is, you look at it. I don't know if it ended up that way, but you like the Astros, the Guardians, and I forgot who the other team was. Tigers or somebody. We all ended up tying almost, and they own the tiebreakers because of one game.
Yep.
And like what you're saying, one game matters, and we literally kept saying that over and over again. Like, oh, one game, win the series, one game.
I don't even know what to think. Like, I could plead a case like to not give a fuck. That's probably the more likely thing because I would have been really embarrassed if we made the wild card again and got beat like we did last year to Detroit.
Yeah, that was bad.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like this way it gives you not that I want to talk like a loser because like I really wanted to make it. We get there. You got to get to the show to win. But you know, don't get fucked up. Don't get fucked up when you get there.
It kind of feels like if you were gonna go out this way, not making you missed the playoffs.
It feels like it's the only way to have a little bit of optimism go into next year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Without leaving it off bitter.
Yeah. Because I mean, when you look at it, of course, you had so many injuries. Like the injuries, we got to a point, bro, where it was like an injury every week, and then it was coming like every 3 days, and then it was like this recent month was like every day. Surgery.
It was so bad that you even had players playing hurt because they knew that we needed them that bad. Like Altuve's foot was fucked up, bro, and he still kept playing.
No, yeah, he said he goes. There's days it hurts, there's days it doesn't, and I get it. Every team had. Pretty much athletes, as you get to the end of the season, a lot of them are like, if you're 100%, you're just either not playing or you're just not playing hard enough. And so, but we were banged up and all that stuff. Correa, of course, said he wanted to apologize to the fans in Houston for falling short. It's not what they're accustomed to. They're used to watching playoff baseball, and they look forward to that every single year. It's a beautiful time of the year in Houston. We were not able to accomplish that this year, but we promise to our fans in Houston this offseason is going to be one of a lot of hard work. We're all going to get better next year and be one to remember.
Fuck him too. I mean, I don't know what he expects us to do with that information because if you ask me, he's one of the players I might consider trading. So he might want to watch it.
And that's where I'm going to go into next.
But before you do, he said something in that made me think of something. He said that we're accustomed to playoff baseball, right?
Yeah.
This is true. And then I quickly realized when you said that, the reason it stuck out to me, I was like, when in 15 years, when you asked me what the golden era of the Astros dynasty was right there, because I consider that to be a dynasty run, but it's over. Yeah. That window's closed, right?
Yeah.
I'll say from 17 up until we lost to the Rangers in the ALCS Game 7. I feel like that was the last of that. You no longer have any of that to grasp onto anymore. Regardless of Correa and Altuve here, like you don't have that anymore, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Do we still have Astros culture?
No.
If not, then that means we need to figure out how to get it back with what we have. Meaning, like, so who stays, who goes? What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you do. You start from the top and you work your way down, and you figure out who stays and who the fuck goes.
And that's where I kind of feel like the way we're going out this year kind of lets you start from top to bottom in all your questioning. And I mean, that's pretty much kind of what Jim Crane kind of was hinting at. So Dana Brown has his contract is a team option this year. And
I'll say this, if we don't bring Dana, and I'm not saying I want him back, but I'm also not saying that I think he should be let go. All I'm saying is I'm indifferent about it, but it's not a good look if we get another GM again.
Yeah. I mean, so most fans, I mean, we know how the fans are. A lot of fans are blaming Dana. And I do feel that there's some things that you can blame for him not getting starting pitching this year. Of course, that
At the
was one of our
deadline, that
big
was
things.
bad.
So that's one thing that we can be like, okay, yeah, you should have gotten it. I get the price was high and everything, but if you're in a win now mode,
We had the built-in excuse of all the people who were coming back too. So I think that's a easy out for that.
Yeah. And then a lot of people, of course, like, okay, the Jesus Sanchez fucking trade that hasn't panned out well. I mean, he played good in the last 2 games, but
so my thing is like you didn't give up shit for a lot of those guys, right? So is it fair to just pick up his option and try to let him use those pieces and flip them into some shit? Like salvage it, because now you have assets. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a ton of older infielders that I'm not quite sure what you're going to do with all of them, and then you have a ton of young outfielders, and a lot of them are prospects that I don't want to get rid of. So I think that, I mean, if it was up to me, I'm gonna bring him back and let him try to right the ship a little bit, because regardless of what Dana did and did not do, he had no bearing on players being healthy.
Yeah.
And if we're being honest, that had a lot to do with why we lost.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, you get contracts off the book. Jose Abreu's contract comes off the book. Like, there's a few. I think you get a good 30-something million. I mean, they'll do the math for us as the season gets closer to next year. But you get more money to spend. You get some contracts to move around and everything. I'm pretty sure people will be getting traded. So it's like you give them a little more freedom from the Jeff Bagwell GM time and all that shit. So it's like if they keep him, I'm not upset about it. And I mean, he even said
I will be upset if they get rid of Espada, though.
And that's where I was going to go with next. His name got brought up, and AJ Hinch's name got brought up, and of course, fans are like, we need to go get AJ. We need to go get AJ. And I'm kind of okay with keeping Espada. Like,
I want to keep Espada and not go get AJ has nothing to do with what I think of AJ. Espada hasn't done anything wrong.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he also had no bearing or control of who the fuck got hurt. Like, it's just the way it is. And it was tough. And regardless if like you like Espada and his demeanor or how he is as a leader, like he got us through it. It is what it is.
Yeah. My biggest thing is name me, not you, but like for fans that don't like Espada, name me one GM that could have handled all those injuries. And
bro, he got you tied for a last wild card spot with all those. You know what I'm saying? Like there's 500 things he did this year we can be critical of, and he probably should have fucking did differently. And he'd probably tell you there's 700, but that's not the point. When you're making that many decisions, you have all that shit. You're not going to get everything right. You know what I'm saying?
He had games. That's what I'm telling people. He had games. Jake Myers is in, warming up, gets injured, has to make a scratch right at the game. Oh, a pitcher's going, boom, he's injured, elbow problem. Oh, I got to now swivel around and figure out who's playing.
So what I want, like what I would like to see is like Alex Cora and them are cool, but maybe we need different bench coaches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a Brantley, maybe. You ready to hang it up Maldonado and come sit on the bench?
Bring some fire in there.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. Because like it's funny for me when the young guys would come in, it was a lot of pep in their step, a lot of like swagger, a lot of like, hey, we're here to do this. And it would rub off on the older guys and then it would just die off. And
I'll tell you one motherfucker I do want to get fired though. Like I don't want you to, hey, bro, like good luck on future endeavors, but like Troy Snedeker got to fucking go. The hitting coach, like the early years of the dynasty, 17, 18, 19, say we were cheating or whatever, but we were crushing baseballs. Like we hit everything out. And he came around the pandemic time, and ever since then, that's been our fucking stilo, bro. Like They don't score. They leave runners on base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we lost to the Braves, we just couldn't score. When we lost to the Rangers, we just couldn't score. When we beat the Phillies, it was because of pitching. So that's been our thing since you got here, is our approach to at-bats, and we don't score. So what do? Let's change that.
Yeah.
In football, they get a new OC if you can't score the fucking ball.
Yeah, I do feel changes, and he's one of them for sure. Medical staff, I don't know who the
Hell yeah.
fuck is over there. Because, like, for me, like, the joke of medical staff, like, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, but then it's like, how are guys getting accepted to come back from, like, major injuries, and then they get re-injured, like, drastically? And I get there's accidents, but we had so many this year. So many. Like, the Jordan one with the ankle, that was all him. But, like, most of the other ones, they came back, or they had a setback in their warm rehab game. And it's like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like, how is strength and conditioning? What is going on with you guys? Like, you had so many injuries going on. It's one of those, like, yeah, y'all, somebody in that whole room.
Bro, at this point, I don't even try to figure it out because I knew it's just the wonky shit in the air. The baseball gods are sick of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes God will reroute you. That's what he did to the Astros. Yeah. When Spencer Arrighetti got his finger broken in Seattle on a batting practice fly ball he didn't even see, I knew there was some wonky shit going on. Yeah. At this point, you're just gonna frustrate yourself trying to figure it out. Yeah. It is what it is, and it ain't what you think. But get it together. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I do feel that there's stuff like, okay, like the next guy I bring up, like Framber Valdez.
Gotta go. I gotta go. I won't feel listen, I can't speak for his teammates. But I'm pretty sure that he does have quite a few teammates that feel like what I feel, because I've been in sports my whole life. And the way I feel about it is I can't comfortably go to figurative war, meaning into a season with you, after I've already felt like you gave up on me.
Yeah.
You're a bitch to me. Like, I don't know the other way to put it. Like, I don't want to go to war with a bitch. So go somewhere else.
When I heard Blummer in them, pretty much those few games where Framber was, you could feel him giving up, and the way that they would talk about him, and they didn't say it directly, but they were just like, oh, his demeanor's changed, this and that. And then when they called Hunter Brown, they were like, the Diesel, their ace is here. I was like, oh,
bro, think about it.
They moved the title over.
We talk about him, whether he may or may not quit on us, right?
Yeah.
We all can agree on the fact that he's kind of like nonchalant about some shit, right?
Yeah.
One of the narratives about Correa coming back was he'll get Framber together. He'll do the fact that you have to bring somebody in to get his ass together. It's a problem. And the Cesar Salazar shit was a problem. Like, you're causing too many problems right now, bro. You were good. You were great. Your number will be retired here one day, but I'm kind of through with you for now.
Yeah. And
unless you make us a damn deal we can't refuse, and then you have to come back understanding you're probably going to be the third best pitcher on this team because Hunter's better than you, and we're going to go get somebody else.
Yeah. I feel at this point, like, those last few games, the Salazar thing, that upset a lot of people. I don't care what Joe Espada says. That's his job to say it didn't cause problems, but you could tell. And then the fact that you were so bad in your 10-game stretch, 1 for 9, and then you just, like, didn't care. And I don't give a shit what you did in this last game that everybody was hyping you up. Oh, it was a great game against the A's. It's the freaking A's.
Yeah, it was a great game. But you want to be the ace. You're supposed to do this all the time.
Yeah, so I'm ready to just kick rocks and go. Our boy Lance is ready to round it back up again for next year.
Fuck that guy, bro. Like, I know it's kind of retarded to sit here and say we're glad money's coming off the books, but man, y'all just might have to pay that guy to go home. Unless I just can't do it with him again. I don't want you around the team. I don't like your face.
Yeah. Like, I just feel at this point, Lance,
he's more of a distraction than what you offer. That's straight up what it is.
Yeah, Lance, the person, we've never had a problem with. Lance, the baseball player, is everything we have a problem with, and you just take up space you just every time it's like, bro, just
for the Pat, since he gave up 5 home runs in the World Series up until today, there has been a small cloud above the Houston Astros that says Lance McCullers on it. And until you get him off the books, that cloud is going to be there. It doesn't matter how fucking good he does. That's the narrative on him. He can't stay healthy. You pay him too much. Oh, we got him forever. We just get rid of him. Or, use him in a trade where you take on money and you need to match money and then somebody just wants to expire in contract. Figure it out. I just can't bring him back.
Yeah, at this point, I need to get you gone.
Yeah.
One that I know you're going to definitely want to keep, Victor Caratini.
I definitely want to keep Caratini. I don't know what
it's going to cost.
Well, he was already one of the highest paid catchers in baseball. Yeah. So, I don't give a fuck what you cost. I'm going to pay you to bring you back. Yeah. Now, it depends on what I'm going to do with Yonner. But but before that, I wonder, not to jump ahead, but he might be one of those arbitration players. We'll overpay you for a year, but we might have to wait to see what we do with Abreu, because if he wants a lesser deal, we'll arbitrate him. And you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Caratini definitely is who I want to be my starter, full-time starter next year. And then, I don't even know how many home runs that Yonner hit that this year, but I don't think there's that big of a difference between Yonner and Caratini as it pertained to power.
No. We can, if any Astro fans wants to argue, it's fine, but Yonner had a down year for offense compared to what we needed you to do when we needed you to step up when injuries came about. When Mauricio Dubon is out batting you, when Tyler Trammell is out batting you, when these
the thing about it is when we really needed him, Yonner Diaz and to some degree Christian Walker left a lot of runners on base, but Yonner did it more than Christian. Yonner hit into double plays. Yeah, Yonner was streaky. He was streaky as a basketball player. I can't deal with that, bro, because I can't have you playing catcher and everybody's like, just run on him. He can't stop you. If every fucking person on first base runs on you, bro, that should tell you about yourself. Everybody who went to first base in that damn Mariners series stole second, or at least they tried. Yeah. So damn, it's like we're playing Red Rover when they get on the base pad.
He can't throw nobody out. When he finally did,
I'm just saying, bro, he's one of those dudes. A team might need his bat. You know what I'm saying? They're on the come up, and we use him for a trade for a pitcher or something. Because I'm cool with going into a season with Caratini and Salazar. I like Salazar.
Yeah. You need to shed money off. You need to get playing time for a lot of players. You got an influx of infielders now. You're going to have to figure that out with Correa, Paredes, Christian Walker. And I know fans are already saying trade Christian Walker, but y'all are tripping wild, man.
Yeah, he was solid this year to me. Yes, he did not do as well as we thought he was, but then that's our fault because half of y'all didn't know who the fuck he was anyway. And then two, he started the season hurt with the oblique injury that Payne has. That's what he started the year with.
Yeah.
So then he had to figure out how to play with not being able to swing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, he figured it out, I guess.
He's one of the few that played injured for us. Didn't go on the IL too long. Out of bullpen, who are you keeping?
I'm more likely. It's easier for me to tell you who I just rather keep.
That's what I'm saying. Who are you keeping? Because I know most of those guys.
Abreu I'm trying to bring Abreu back, bro. I fucks with Abreu. Brian King for sure.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what they're doing with him, but Blue Ball, Alexander. I wouldn't mind bringing JP France back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Gordon. I don't want Walker. I like Kurt because he throws hard. Who else we got? Ellie, what's his name? Fuck that guy. He fooled y'all. He pitched one good game, and then y'all kept fucking thinking he was gonna do. He gave up. Man, he was so bad. Him and Colton Gordon. Damn, Colton Gordon sucks.
Kimbrel.
Yeah, I don't even blame Kimbrel because we just brought him in to eat up innings.
There was a battle.
He's definitely not coming back. Yeah, it was bad.
I mean,
it sucked that you lost Hader because there was some games we lost in the 8th or 9th that and it's like, fuck, bro. If Hader was here, that wouldn't happen.
If I had a closer, we'd be good.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be Caratini gets a contract and Abreu gets arbitration because Abreu didn't pitch. He pitched really good because he had like 20 something appearances without giving up a run, but it was a scary 20 something. Like he always had people on base. He always doing some goofy shit, but I mean, he got it done.
He'd be like, "Oh, intentional walk."
But the year before that, he didn't do so well. He hasn't done well since the World Series, and I don't think I would want to commit to him long term, which is ridiculous because he might be the most talented pitcher we got. So
it's hard because
we gotta keep him though.
Yeah, I feel like he lost something whenever what's his name Garcia hit that home run off of him, and you've said it too. But it's like there's still something there, so it's like I want to keep you.
What I think would happen is, how can I put this? This is going to sound ridiculous because he's a professional baseball player. He stopped knowing how to throw a baseball because he tries to be professional. Brian Abreu, I grew up with people like him, is not a thinking man. Not a thinking man. It's not what he does. It's by feel. And he feels, you know what I'm saying? So to be like, oh, we're targeting this part of the plate, top rail, make him chase down. And that's not what he does. He's just trying to throw shit. And whatever feels good is what he's going to throw. And he's going to make it work for him. And that's why he didn't do well as a closer, because it's so critical. Every pitch is, you know what I'm saying? He's like, fuck that. I'd rather just throw 10 fastballs. And you can't do that when you're winning by 1 run.
Yeah. And he's really good at what he does, set it up for the next guy. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And that's what people weren't understanding. It's like, Abreu as a closer, no. But Abreu as a setup guy, amazing. Like, your turn.
Yep.
It's just like, oh, man. Well, I guess we won't get real news until after playoffs and World Series and all that stuff when stuff starts happening. But
I promise you, when just because we're Houston and we like the attention, when the playoffs, when wild card starts, there's going to be 50 articles in this city about is Dana staying or going. It's the first domino that needs to fall, and then so on and so forth.
Don't worry. If he goes, we got Jeff Bagwell as interim GM that we can use, bro. And
son of a bitch.
If that happens, I'm just going to – you know what? Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care at all. Oh, man. Well, Lance, I hope you get kicked off the books.
Yes.
If not, just get off.
I don't know what we're going to do in the outfield, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we got a lot of good talent. That's the problem. Cam, Jacob Melton, DeZenzo, Cole. So you have 4 young guys. Cam earned his spot full time, I think. And then you still got Jake and Jordan. Jesus Sanchez, Dubon, and fuck Chaz. As far as I'm consider he gone. Like you're gone. You're not part of the team.
He probably is, but I just say this. You're this way, bro. Like, yeah, they got a lot.
It'll be all right though.
You got a lot of young guys that are gonna fight for some spots, for sure.
Hey, bro, the fucking Golden State Warriors were winning titles. They missed the playoffs 1 year, came back, and won another one. So, maybe this is the best thing we need.
Yeah, there's fans that are like, just blow it all up, trade everybody. I was like, y'all are dumb. Like,
yeah, they're dumb.
That's the dumb. Like, if you would have been like the A's in the division, then I would be like, damn, like, yeah, you really suck. Like, you barely missed the playoffs with like 1 billion injuries. Like, and not just basic and season-ending injuries. You got like a whole rotation of pitchers with Tommy John surgery.
You had a dude tear a hamstring and then come back.
Yeah. Oh, there was people mad at Jeremy Pena. He didn't play today with an oblique.
What would it have mattered?
They were like, you need to be out there with your team. For fucking what? For what? To get injured for longer for the season? Stupid. Like, heal up, bro. We need you next year. I was like, oh, man.
The point of it all is keep Espada. Anybody who wants Espada gone, you're a dumbass.
I don't really care for AJ Hinch. Let him stay over there in Detroit. We kind of saw they almost fell out of the playoffs also, and they're debacle.
But it don't feel like Hinch has anything to do with this team no more.
It doesn't.
Like, I just don't feel the connection anymore. I don't understand it. Espada been here. He dealt with the Dusty bullshit. He dealt with this. Just leave Espada alone.
He knows these players. He knows if somebody should be traded. If they're like, hey, what do you think of Diaz? Do you think we should trade him? What the fuck's AJ gonna know? He hasn't been here. Espada could be like, this is what I've talked to him about. This is what it'll probably be good. Or hey, no, I think we can fix it. That's why I'm like, no. Like keep Espada here. He deserves at least another chance with a season of
I
not
think Dana, like I said, give Dana a chance to clean it up. And Dana's first order of business should be I'm going to get me a pitcher, a legit workhorse who could pitch with Hunter.
Yeah. You got to figure the Hunter shit out too.
Yeah, they might just let him stay just so he'll figure it the fuck out.
Hey, bro, get a start on it now.
Yeah, get a start on it.
Well, Astro fans, enjoy your October. It's Halloween at least. You get some football. Other than that, it's going to be a long. Not really. It's going to come by fast. Free agency and all that's going to hit super quick for it. So we'll get a lot more news. Check us out on our social medias. We got you covered. All love, Houston. We're out.